despite the fact that, for completely understandable reasons, more and more people are not only buying these Jaguar XFs, but crucially keeping them, well, it is certainly over time going to become harder to find fantastic examples with the kind of mileage, history, spec, certainly engine choice which we love to offer, but for the moment, we are still managing to find them. And this is a prime example. In fact, in every single way, it's exactly what many of you will be looking for in an XF. It's a premium luxury from 2012, so of course the facelift generation around that midpoint with those updated automatic self-leveling xenon headlights and LED day runners, but for what was the best part of a £40,000 car in 2012, well, here's the reason why people love them. It's now under £6,500, and just wait until we get into all that you get from the car for that kind of price. Now, just before we do, of course, that price does still come with the option of low deposit financing as well, if you did want to make use of it, but being a 2.2 litre model, even more so than just the standard value for money on one of these, well, that for someone is going to be the perfect choice, because if you plan to use your Jaguar as a long distance car, maybe a commuter, perhaps even a holiday vehicle, the 2.2 is simply put the most economical, the most efficient engine you can get in one of these cars. In fact, they can average up to 54 miles per gallon, and again, this is not a small city runabout or a hatchback, it's a proper full-size executive Jaguar, and on the motorway, which of course is where these do their best work, and it's the reason why so many have extremely high mileage, they're fantastic long-distance commuter cars, as high as 63 to the gallon. On top of that though, with a 200 horsepower engine with 330 foot-pounds of torque, that's around 450 newtons, you could legitimately use it as a towing vehicle or holiday car as well, and even with a diesel engine, which of course the government is not so much of a fan of, you could say, as they used to be. This is still £195 a year to tax, making it no way near the upper echelons of diesel cars, certainly premium quality diesel cars in the luxury or 4x4 segments. So across the board, as well as the price, you have the fuel economy and even the road tax backing up that value. But speaking of backing up its value, we of course have to get to its history. It has, as you would hope for, a full service history to its name, still has its original owner's book pack and 2 keys as well, and at 13,000 less miles than the average for an XF on the market, it's only just kissed 80,000 miles. Again from 2012. Now speaking to its visuals, of course the colour will have probably caught your eye, the very rare Vapor Grey, which is a gorgeous colour scheme on this car. It has that lovely lighter tone interior with gorgeous wood veneers as well. You can't really go wrong with a lighter coloured soft grain leather in a Jaguar. It really allows you to appreciate the shapes, the details, the styling, and let's be honest, if you compare these to most of their peers from, let's just say, the rest of Europe in a general sense, they are much nicer looking interiors with a much more classical style, as you would expect from a Jaguar, than many of its alternatives. And just before we get to the point of its spec, the one final touch to add to its history is it's already had its all-important cam belt changed as well. To get to the point of all of those features, those extras, those goodies, it has, as mentioned, those adaptive self-leveling headlights, built-in touchscreen display of course in the centre, with front and rear auxiliary power points, an 11-speaker Meridian sound system with built-in navigation, cruise control of course, Bluetooth, dual-zone climate control, naturally even has ISOFIX anchor points if you do intend to use child seats in the car also. In a very real sense, it's the sort of car which looks as good as these do inside and out, a proper luxury executive Jaguar which still catches attention on the road, they still feel fantastic to drive, the kind of economy, the kind of road tax, and even the kind of price, to be honest, which can legitimately rival a tiny city runabout or a hatchback. It really is the best of both worlds. So of course, if you have already been considering an XF or perhaps a vehicle in general which can tick all of these boxes in one platform, this might be a prime car to consider. So of course you could reach out regarding it via the email address shown here on screen, or give us a call on 01749 871 155, or of course on our mobile number of 07482 267 439.